Hey everybody, Sam Birch here with another Wool Peacekeepers review. This one is the Wool Peacekeeper Power Team Elite. Sorry for the noise in the background. I'm outside today, just enjoying the weather. I figured I'd do a review outside, but yeah, this is the Power Team Elite Wool Peacekeepers. In a few of my videos, I always kept mentioning about the ones, like I used to have the Wool Peacekeepers, but I remember them by this name, the Power Team Elite. Now, I'm not really sure, but this guy is called the EOD Technician Explosive Ordnance Disposal. Pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. It's hard for me to read. Kind of some of the lettering on this package is kind of fuzzy. If you look right here, it came from Big Lots. Like, this is where it came from, and then like, oh, we can't sell this, so we'll send it back. But yeah, you can see that's a collector's edition right there. Originally, it was from Big Lots. The packaging is like, oh man. It's kind of like, it's seen better days. Poor boy. He has seen better days. Look at the scuffs. Now I'm going to talk about this back card, but I'm going to scan it into my computer and then let you guys, see it better. But I'm just going to read over this. This thing has everything from the Navy SEAL, Airborne Infantryman, the EOD Technician, SAS, Ranger, Navy SEAL Ops, Navy SEAL Hunter, Tunnel Hunter, CIA Specialist Operation Groups, Parajumper, Green Beret, Marine MB Specialist, Combat Engineer. Then down below is a military motorbike, a Kawasaki KRL 650 in pursuit, and it's got on a horse. The military snowmobile, military cannon, military Hausa, combat tank, military buggy, military dirt bike, military vehicle, Humvee, military chopper, military canoe, military assault craft, military life, military unit. So yeah, this card comes with like a little bit different. I remember this card like on a lot of these figures, and I was like, this is quite interesting. I cannot wait to see how this goes. But not a bad figure on the back. It's the ones I remember. This is like going back to like 2005 and lower. Like, these were the figures I remember growing up with. I did have G.I. Joes, but let's face it, G.I. Joe's was such an expensive brand. Like god awful expensive, and most of the time you're just paying more for the clothes and the figure than anything, and it's like, dang, you didn't get many accessories. That's why I like this brand a little bit better. It's like, it's affordable and yet doable on a budget like mine. Alrighty, so we're gonna go to the side cart. It says Wool Peacekeepers, 12-inch, 30.5 centimeters, fully posable action figure, authentic, highly detailed uniform and accessories, and the new super articulated body with over 30 articulation points. Yeah, kind of redundant to put the first line and then this line. You should put this up here and then put new super articulated body with over 30 points of articulation. 3.5 centimeter fully posable action figure with authentic, highly detailed uniform and accessories. And then that's how I would have read it off. But yeah, the cardboard ain't too bad. So like always, I'm gonna pop this figure out and see what it's like. Alrighty, so the first props I want to talk about are the diamondite sticks that the figure comes with. Not bad detailed. I like the coloring variations with the silver, red, and browns. Detail wise, not bad. I mean, it's a molded piece of plastic, but really not bad for a prop. I like the little clock details. I like the paint job's a little off on the silver. You can tell where they kind of rushed it, 'cause some of it's hitting the TNT. But other than that, the props were really good. So not bad for the TNT sticks. The shovel in the carrying case wasn't a bad accessory, but I will admit the shovel I got with this figure was flimsy as heck. And if you look on the packaging for the shovel carrying case, you can sort of see where this is starting to do what I call breaking apart. It's where the plastic starts to develop those white lines after so many repetitively used. But the shovel was the worst of it all, just really flimsy. Like, yeah, it locks together pretty good when you close it and put it in the the case, but man, when it comes to being out, the main handle to the shovel head is solid, but man, that handle is just loose as heck. The figure itself isn't really too bad. I mean, I love the gray hairstyle, but I'm pretty sure that this character is kind of a copy base mold off of the Ranger or the I wouldn't say the Ranger. I would also say the Infantryman or my 007 Secret Agent figure. His face looks really familiar to one of those two. I don't really know. I mean, it looks like it. Tell me, which one do you think? Do you think it looks like a head mold off of the Secret Agent, or do you think it's a head mold off of the Infantryman? One of the two. It looks like one of them, and it looks like they just painted the hair gray. Now, not a big complaint. I love the variance in hair color and style and face structure these figures have to offer, but I was just curious to know what your opinion is. Now, the figure does come with, like I said before in the beginning of this episode, or video, whichever one you want to call it, this figure comes with the assault rifle. This has been a pretty standard rifle that every World Peacekeeper comes. I guess World Peacekeepers are just like, there's only one gun we need to make the world at peace, and everyone's like, what's that? Get that assault rifle, the M16 with the adjustable stock, the real tactical one. Oh, you mean that one? Yeah, that's the only thing that we're going to give these figures. Not a huge complaint, but I did say before, don't give a cowboy a lightsaber just because you have spares. Give some variances in this figure. And I've just dove into some of these World Peacekeepers, and I hope later on, if I can find some other ones that are different, I'll pick them up so we have some different guns and stuff to look forward to. So, other than that, I'm just going to give my final rant and raves about this figure and enjoy the video montage. So personally, what I think of this World Peacekeeper, it wasn't a bad one per se. It wasn't too god-awful bad. It was a decent little figure. I always took those figures as like the single sets, like they're just additional soldiers to add to the unit. But when you look at a side-by-side comparison with like one of the other World Peacekeeper figures I've got, one of the newer ones, this one didn't really come with a whole lot of accessories. So I kind of took this figure as like, how to put it, it's like, I want to say it's a good figure, but like I feel like it's one of those like additional figures, you know what I'm saying? Like you can buy an actual like hero figure with a bunch of accessories with it, but then there's like these other figures that are like, if you want to pattern up your numbers like with your troops and stuff, that's where I feel like this character kind of falls in the category. I mean, not a really bad figure, just really simple and basic with just like 5 props that he comes with. He does come with dog tags, but like other than that, it's like he's a really simple figure, not much with him. If you're wondering how I got his props out, well, what I had to do was find a big bubble where the plastic, I call it the plastic shell over the main props was good, pull it up, and then I add some glue, so that's how the props are going to be put put back into the box, because like always, I always put these figures back up. I really wouldn't complain and wouldn't really say this is a bad figure. I kind of just feel like it's, like I said, it's like it's extra guy, you know? I don't know, it's like one of those, like, in the toy industry, I've always noticed that you got like your hero characters who have like a bunch of props that come with them, and then you got like your side characters, and they're just like, well, I'm here to patent up the numbers, you know, so you have more variety. I always call those like the side collectors, you know, the ones you can collect that are just side characters or side card pieces. It just really honestly depends on how you look at it. I mean, it wasn't really bad. I wasn't really expecting much when I seen it, because I bought this off of Amazon, so I knew what it was looking like in the package. I really love the packaging though. The packaging was really old school. It kind of brought memories back to like when I was a kid, because those were the kind of figures we got most of the time. We never really got one of these fancier ones like I have now. So it's kind of nice to see a little, like, you know, call back to like the golden days of my collecting of action figures, to see the packaging like it was back in the day. It was hilarious to see that this figure came from Big Lots, and Big Lots like sent this figure back, and now like you can see someone was like sitting there, it's like, we really need to make sure nobody knows this was a used product. How much did I pick this figure up for? Oh, easy. I picked it up for an easy $10, which really makes sense, because back in the day when we used to get these figures cost $5 a piece. And yeah, they didn't come with many accessories. They just kind of came with a figure, a gun, and a couple of things for the figure to play with. But I mean, it was such a nice little callback to like my younger years to see a packaging like that. It was really difficult to get these, because the first time there was, and excuse the way I phrase this, so pardon me, but there was an African American soldier style that I was wanting to get, because I'm going to be honest, those are kind of the harder ones to find, the ones that have they're not the usual Caucasian skin tone, but somebody of the African American generation of soldiers would be really nice to have. They're a rarity to find in the G.I. Joe collection. I'd really love to have one, because I did have one, and he was I think he was a juggernaut, and that was like one of the ones I loved having, because he was a big bulky guy. But that one was kind of hard to get, because I placed it on order and it sold out as soon as possible. It was something I was wanting to get that was different, but I mean, I got this one instead. But it's still nice to get the Power Team Elite Force World Peacekeeper set still at the fact. I was really wanting to add them to my collection, because like I said, I kind of knew they were side characters. They're just padding up your numbers. Unfortunately, I got the one that kind of, like I said before, I don't know if he looks like the 007 or if he looks like the the infantryman. He kind of looks like that with just gray hair. Really, honestly, that's about all that's different. But I mean, other than that, this figure was really good. It was really nice to have in my collection. I prepared the box, you know, repaired it as much as I could. It's an old figure. You can tell it's been sitting for a while, and I'm really happy to get my hands on this one. Hopefully later on down the line I can get my hands on more of these figures. I really want to, and I hope I can get more variety, because right now at this point I've been getting kind of the same prop guns but different props, and then there's sometimes I've been getting the same props. So I mean, the variety in these figures has kind of been getting a little dull and a little bit, well, stale. But I'm really hoping I can get my hands on some other figures to give this channel some more variety as I review them. But other than that, I really honestly say the figure is worth it. It's a side character. It's there. So I hope you all have a nice day. Please like, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.